It's time for baseball under the bright lights in Baltimore. A great look there at Oriole Park as we get set for another edition of Major League Baseball presented by The Show. Tonight it's Game 2 of this 3-game series as it'll be the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, one guy who's been a force for the last decade or so is Miguel Tejada. Although the power numbers have come down a bit of late, he still managed to hit .313 last year and make his 6th All-Star team. There's still plenty of gas left in this tank, that's for sure.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll hear from Rex in a minute, but first, State Farm shows us the starting lineup for the defending World Series champion New York Yankees. At home or away, State Farm is there. Leading things off is Derek Jeter. He, of course, will play shortstop. Nick Johnson bats second. He's the DH tonight. Then the always dangerous Alex Rodriguez. He's over at third base. Mark Teixeira bats fourth. He'll play first base. Curtis Granderson bats fifth. He's in center field. Behind the plate and batting next, the switch-hitting Jorge Posada. Then comes the promising Robinson Cano. He'll play second base. Behind him is Nick Swisher out in right. Randy Wynn will bat number 9. He is in left. They'll be opposed by a guy who made 19 starts in his rookie season, right-hander Brad Bergeson. The look there at the Orioles defensively, led in center field by a deserving first-time Gold Glove Award winner Adam Jones. And you see Derek Jeter make his way to the boxes. We are just about set for baseball.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
We are underway as Jeter looks at a pitch that misses ball 1. Now a hard liner toward short. Throw on to first takes care of Jeter, and that's the game's first out.
Gets the easy ground out to open up the ball game. Always nice not have to deal with that speedy leadoff guy on base.
Nick Johnson will be the batter.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
This is low, ball 1. Now Johnson will await the 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
A little bit of sinking action on that fastball.
1 out, nobody on. Ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That's a foul ball.
One-two pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
And a good 2-strike pitch. Make him go up and get it.
Here's the pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
First couple of guys set down here. You'd love to get a 1-2-3 opening frame if you can get it.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in, and you see what he's done the past couple of weeks as he looks to keep that streak alive.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
And that misses ball 1.
And if there's one guy in this lineup you don't want to fall behind, A-Rod's the one.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike.
And even when you're missing low with a fastball, it can still effectively set up your other pitches.
Here's the 2-1 pitch home to A-Rod. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground. To his left is Turris. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Starting lineup for the Orioles, again brought to us by State Farm, looks like this. Ryan Roberts leads things off and plays second base. Miguel Tejada will bat second, he's at third. Matt Wieters will follow, having a tough time of late against left-handers, so we'll see how he responds. Luke Scott will be the designated hitter tonight and bat fourth. Garrett Atkins is the number 5 hitter, he's at first base. Nolan Reimold will hit sixth and play left field. Adam Jones, the center fielder, will hit in the number 7 spot. Nick Markakis hits eighth, he'll be in right field. Cesar Turris will hit number 9, he is at shortstop. They'll be opposed by the winningest postseason pitcher in Major League Baseball history, the veteran left-hander Andy Pettitte. A look there at the Yankees defense, anchored by a 3-time Gold Glove winner Mark Teixeira at first and a 4-time winner at short, the captain Derek Jeter. And now the second baseman Brian Roberts to get us going here in the home half of the first.
The batter, Brian Roberts.
Lays off 1-0. Sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now that one will hop over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, he kicks this inning off with a bang as a leadoff double has him in business now with nobody out.
Miguel Tejada will stand in, looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak.
Now batting, Miguel Tejada.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he reaches up to haul this one in on the run. Nice play for the first out. Matt Wieters will get his first cuts here.
Now batting, Matt
Wieters. And he lays off there 1-0.
And he'll need some new lumber if he goes after that.
And he misses again, 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
And I don't think he'll get anything here as they're just trying to set up the double play ball.
One out and a runner on second base. And that's in there, 3-1. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Little over anxious that time. He went out of the strike zone to get that one, and it didn't pay off for him.
Luke Scott will be the batter.
Now batting, Luke Scott.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore with no score. Mark Teixeira leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Boy, tough when you take off speed to start the at-bat.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, really working both sides of the plate right there. They work him away on the first 2 pitches of the at-bat. Then they come in with the third one, and it's see you later.
Curtis Granderson will stand in.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And that is through into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, they set up looking for the corner, but this thing comes right back towards the middle of the plate, and he pulls it to right for the hit.
So runner on first with 1 out now, and in steps Posada.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
Check on Granderson, now the pitch. In the dirt, might not be enough to try it.
And that runner's flat-footed that time. He's got to be moving on those.
They pitch out here, but nothing's going on. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
First pitch coming. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And he's got to concentrate and not get over anxious on those high fastballs.
And 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Comes set, now the pitch. Here's one hit towards the hole. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Garrett Atkins will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, Garrett Atkins.
Swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
And after a very economical first, let's see if he mixes things up a bit.
There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0.
And one thing you don't want to do to start an inning is walk the leadoff guy on 4 straight.
Hit hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
I don't know if he's just nibbling here or he can't find the range, but the leadoff walk has him in early trouble here to start the inning.
Nolan Reimold will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
Now batting, Nolan Reimold.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. And that is past a diving Jeter for a base hit.
And look where this pitch is, right in the happy zone. He loves that thing middle in, and he explodes right through it.
Adam Jones will get his first shot at it here.
Now batting, Adam Jones.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Jeter on to Teixeira and 2 quick outs.
A little unconventional, perhaps, but it does the job anyway, as a good turn here will get him the double play.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Now batting, Nick Markakis.
And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. Hit hard, but foul. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 0-0. Nick Swisher ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
And a ball 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And that misses 2-1. Tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
And at 2-2, I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep nibbling here.
And That's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Randy Wynn is on deck. Line down the left field line, but foul. Full count offering on its way. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, when you're a hitter, that's not a pitch you expect to see 3-2. I mean, that's a big curveball, and he really turned it over well.
Randy Wynn will step in now, hoping to extend his hitting streak to 8 games here.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And no one will get this one. Here's the 1-1. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, this is one you got to lay off as a batter because all you're going to do is drive it into the ground.
Derek Jeter will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And this starts out right at his hip and stays inside.
Like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Strike called, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball and a dandy right there, and from 2-0 it's back to 2-2 now. Grounded foul, still 2 strikes. Here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Picked up by his tourist. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Cesar Torres will step in, working on a nice 5-game hitting streak.
The batter, Cesar Torres.
Cut on and missed, 0-1.
Boy, hard to sit on anything with Pettit because all of his pitches in the arsenal are good ones.
Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
This pitch looked to be below the knees, but he got him to swing down on it for the out.
Roberts will dig in. He doubled his last time. The pitch. Ball 1. swing, and a ball popped high in the air into foul territory behind first. And there's out number 2. So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third, and in steps the former MVP Miguel Tejada.
The batter, Miguel Tejada.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
One of the secrets of his longevity in this game: work fast, change speeds, and throw strikes.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And here's a fastball called for strike 2. And now a soft liner to the left side. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing, and Tejada puts a charge into one. High and deep. And this is going to be a home run.
Well, they tried to cut the fastball by him, but he wasn't having any part of that. And he just took a big hack, and that was goodbye baseball.
Matt Wieters will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Now batter, Matt Wieters.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Got away with that one there, but he's going to continue to struggle if he keeps leaving pitches in the center of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now. Half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
I bet he'd like to have that pitch back so he could have a rip.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Another 2-2 offering. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Teixeira will wait on it. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. 3 innings complete. Baltimore's out in front, 1-0. Nick Johnson will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Now batter, Nick Johnson.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Keeping it low, he won't get burned down there.
Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left. Foul. And a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Grounded, foul.
That's a foul ball.
To get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Good patience there to stay back and watch that all the way.
Got him.
And Let's take a look at this 1-2 pitch on swing track. He's probably gearing up for something off speed because, as you can see, he was way late on that fastball.
Alex Rodriguez will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Low for ball one.
And at least he's keeping that thing low. He won't get hurt down there.
The 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
This is a very good hitter up here, see. He might get the green light on 3-0.
Here he comes on 3-0. And that's going to be ball 4 to A-Rod. And with a base open, you can't fault the thinking much there.
Matt, it always sends up a bit of a red flag when you miss with 4 straight.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. A check on A-Rod, now the pitch. 2-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Foul ball.
One pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
And Teixeira's not nearly as strong a hitter from the left side as he is from the right, as evidence there.
Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. Tejada has to look over his shoulder, but he's got it for out number 2. So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And by the looks of that swing, he's shooting for the warehouse here.
One. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full. 3-2.
Yeah, with 2 outs here, the runner on first should be going with a pitch.
that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, it might be a good time to go out and try to settle him down because it looks like he's not concentrating.
Jorge Posada will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
And this ball will be chopped foul.
Foul ball.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Not a bad idea to work him up and in here with that hard stuff.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Fouled back.
Foul ball.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball, and where did that miss? 2-2. Swing and a ball pulled into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they'll let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Orioles are on top, 1-0. Luke Scott will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Now batting, Luke Scott.
Fouled straight back.
Foul ball.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Shooting for the outside corner, but he missed it. 1-2.
And this thing starts out a strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
Lays off. 2-2 now. Here's a ball chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Ready with another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, take a look. I imagine he's looking for something hard there, but then, woof, he drops the hammer on him with a curveball.
Garrett Atkins will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Now batting, Garrett Atkins.
And here's the first pitch. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
This pitcher knows after all these years he got away with one there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. down the line, but this is a foul ball. One-two pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2. And this is fouled straight back. Another 2-2 offering. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And you don't want hitters to fall into that comfort zone up there, so a good idea to run the fastball in that time.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games. Nolan Reimold will dig in. He singled his last time around.
The batter, Nolan Reimold.
And waiting for him to call a strike, but he never did. It's 1-0.
And keep in mind that Pettit has an excellent move to first, maybe the best in baseball.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Adam Jones will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time.
Now batting, Adam
Jones. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Bottom line, just drive the run in. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, that's your one job. Well done there.
Nick Markakis will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Now batting, Nick Markakis.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Men on third with 2 down. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, trying to take back control of that inside part of the plate. That's where you want to be.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Well, there's something to be said for being a good bad ball hitter. That one was out of the zone, but he got a base hit anyway.
Cesar Turris will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Now batting, Cesar Turris.
The plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He'll leave that one alone.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The O's lead this thing 3-0. Robinson Cano will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And I'll tell you, he better not start falling in love with that location because that's a spot where he's going to get burned.
Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And he makes the catch on the move as he's able to hang with this one for the first out.
Well, that changeup caught far more of the plate than I'm sure he wanted, but he got away with it anyway.
Nick Swisher will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
Swing and a bullet to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Maybe this can get something started for him here. That's just their third hit of the game, so if they want to get into it, they better hope to string together a few more hits.
Randy Wynn will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
And this one runs up high, ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. 1-0 pitch now. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Derek Jeter will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Ball, and it's right past the swinging Jeter. 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. This one will be foul back in among the fans.
That's a foul ball.
One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And with that pitch count creeping up towards 80 now, you've got to be alert for signs of tiring. And he
takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And Jeter should have extra bases here. And now this will rattle up against the fence. Now both runners are across.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally able to break through here. And now, all of a sudden, the complexion of this game really changes. From 3-0 to 3-2 now, they're right back in it.
Nick Johnson will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
First pitch coming. And that's dead center for strike 1.
And boy, his location has really been an issue in the inning. That pitch is right down the middle.
Swinging a ground ball to first. A dive, but it's by him for a base hit.
And you know, most of the hitters in the league will have trouble with this pitch down and away, but this guy's had success there in the past, and he does it again here.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
And you always want to get that first pitch strike in there when you've got to face a dangerous hitter like this.
And that misses 1-1. Now the 1-1. Fouled straight back.
Foul ball.
Slider, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone.
Just not very aggressive in that at bat, and he knows it.
Mark Teixeira will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far.
The batter, Mark Teixeira.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. And Teixeira finds the gap. That ought to be good for extra bases. Now 2 runs have scored.
2 more runs cross the plate, 4 in the inning now, but more importantly, they've come back from 3 down, in fact, to grab a 1-run lead.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
And that's in there for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. 2 out here and a runner at second. In on the hands that time. 1-1.
A few more inches in, and that's a pitch he'll turn on.
Something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Jones has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 4-3. Brian Roberts will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, Brian Roberts.
That's high for a ball, 1-0.
Might have been trying to overthrow that one a bit.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Miguel Tejada will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Miguel Tejada.
And he's able to take the curveball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And that is off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, you'll see it again. Thought this one was going to have home run distance, but it bangs off the wall out there, forcing him to settle for a double.
Matt Wieters will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far.
The batter, Matt Wieters.
he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. On the way. That's by him for strike one. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Two and one. Lined up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner will score from second.
Well, here in the middle innings now, we're right back where we started from. Good at bat there, and we're all tied again.
Luke Scott will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
The batter, Luke Scott.
Pettit holds, now the pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Matt, nowhere to go that time, so he just turns into it as best he can. That was smart for a while.
Garrett Atkins will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And that'll fall in between them. And in fact will rattle against the wall now. A run is in.
Well, as you can see, that's their fourth double of the game as they continue to hit the stuffing out of the ball here.
Chad Gaudin is going to have his work cut out for him here. Nolan Reimold will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0.
That thing's moving pretty good at the end.
Second and third here, one man out. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
He got away with that pitch, Matt, but his veteran know-how was nowhere to be seen there.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. A big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Granderson is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he will make it to third as he's just in ahead of the tag.
Sacrifice fly in the RBI that time, as you got to figure he got the job done there.
Adam Jones will step in, a groundout victim his last time.
Now batting, Adam Jones.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 3 runs already home here. And that misses, 2-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And there's ball 3.
Not a bad spot to miss. He might even go chase it out there.
Hit hard to the left side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, he knows he's going to get something good here with a 3-ball count, so he's just looking for a zone, and he delivered.
Nick Markakis will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Nick Markakis.
To the shortstop, Jeter. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Baltimore's out in front, 7-4. Jorge Posada will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
The batter, Jorge Posada.
Goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will get there as he puts this one away on the run for the first out of the inning. Robinson Cano will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
The batter, Robinson Cano.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Reimold comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Looks like he's settled down just a bit after that 4-run inning. Boy, that's one guy who needs a quick inning, and he's 2/3 of the way there.
Nick Swisher will be the batter, 1 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
Fastball just misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
The 1-0 pitch. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Orioles are on top, 7-4. Cesar Izturis will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
The batter, Cesar Izturis.
Swing shot back up the middle, and that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in is to find second baseman Brian Roberts.
Now batting, Brian Roberts.
Here's the first offering. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is in time, and Posada nails his man at second.
Posada's a lot better known for his offense and his catching skills, but a good throw there guns his man down.
And this pitch misses as well to Roberts, so he's ahead in the count, 2-0 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Pitching coach will love that location.
Three and one. Miguel Tejada waits on deck. Called strike, and that'll run it full. And he got him.
And here it is again. He thinks the thing's low, but you can see pretty clearly that this thing comes right in at his knees. That's a good call.
Miguel Tejada will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time.
The batter, Miguel Tejada.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Let's see if he'll nibble at the corners here once he gets ahead.
Another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Wynn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning coming up. The O's lead this thing 7-4. Matt Albert will be the new pitcher. Randy Wynn will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Changeup, little bit inside, 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
That's a foul ball.
And Wynn's able to lay off there, and he's got it to 3-1. Top of the order to follow here. Misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, not making excuses, Matt, but sometimes it's hard to make that adjustment from the bullpen mound to that mound between the white lines.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and in steps Derek Jeter.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
A lead from Wynn, the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Maybe a good spot for a hit and run here, Matt. Let's see if they want to try something.
The 2-1. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
This guy's a pretty good contact hitter, so with a 3-2 count, the run and hit could be on here.
Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. Nick Johnson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
The batter, Nick Johnson.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. First pitch on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Got to make sure at the plate you don't hit one on the ground here.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And he's got that thing falling right through the zone here.
Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time. Stolen base for Randy Wynn.
Decent sized lead for him and not a bad throw, but he was still able to get to the bag just in time.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And the fastball is off his glove and it gets away. But fortunately, no advance.
Well, they got away with one there. I don't understand at all why there was no advance there.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit hard towards the hole. And that is through into left field. A base hit.
Well, this is a guy that will kill you if you leave the ball up. And have a look. That's exactly where this thing is.
So we've got runners at the corners here. 1 away. And here comes A-Rod.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Swing and a high chopper. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Running on contact here would have been a tough play for the third baseman to throw him out. So he gets the sure out at first and allows the run to come in and score.
Mark Teixeira will step in as the possible tying run, but just a single here could make this a 1-run game. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. The next pitch. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run.
Well, one swing of the bat, and we're right back where we started. This pitch just looked like it was hanging on a string, and all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Curtis Granderson will step in. 1 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
At the knees, strike 1.
Tough location for a hitter right there. I'd take that too.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one is nowhere near the strike zone as it'll zip by to the backstop for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Leimold is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 7-7. Matt Wieters will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Matt
And that misses inside, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Sign from Posada, now the 1-1. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. Wynn is back, though, as he makes the catch on the track for the first out.
Ooh, and this ball game almost swung dramatically on that one. Didn't quite get all of it, but boy, a pretty good swing right there.
Luke Scott will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
now batting, Luke Scott.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. This is high, a ball and a strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here it comes. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, he's made it through 2/3 of these 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Let's see if he can set them down in order.
Garrett Atkins will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around.
The batter, Garrett Atkins.
First pitch coming. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 7-7. Koji Wahara will come in and pitch now. Jorge Posada will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
Ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. 1-0 pitch now. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Very enticing, but a good job holding up.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Oh, and base runners are so precious this late in the game, especially leading off an inning. So now the possible go-ahead run's aboard.
Robinson Cano will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
And he'll get a lot of outs if he can spot that thing on the inside corner.
Now the 1-1 to Cano. Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Don't know if they're going to call for a backup here or not, but with 2 men on now, this is not the way you want to start an inning in a tie ball game.
Ramiro Pena will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And he gets ahead 0-1. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And he's going to get there to make a fine running catch, and there's your first out of the inning. Randy Wynn will dig in. He walked and later scored last time.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
And obviously a double play ball would be big here, as it would get him out of the inning.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
And he'll run into trouble if he leaves it there.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
That's a foul ball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, and no factor up there with that swing. He was way late on the fastball.
Derek Jeter will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0 to Jeter. Hard hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And we are tied 7-7. Brett Gardner will come into the game now on defense. Nolan Reimold will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far. High, 1-0.
And he's going to need to rein that one in a bit, because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. And that's over 2-1. Goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Granderson has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Adam Jones will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
Now back, Adam Jones.
A bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
He's got to drive that fastball the other way.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd.
Ground ball.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, this is just a case where he reaches back for a little something extra, and he just fired that fastball by him.
Nick Markakis will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Nick Markakis.
First pitch to him. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
I know he would have liked to gotten out of this one, but now with a man on first in a tie game, we'll see how they approach things here.
Ty Wigginton will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Well, and you can't ask for much more than that. They turn to the bench here, and he comes through with a knock. That is nice work.
Boone Logan is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Brian Roberts will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. In there, strike 1.
That would have been a good one to offer at there.
From the stretch, ball 1. Hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Now a ball hit towards Jeter. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning.
And the move to the pen pays off as he's able to come in and shut the door.
So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 7-7. Ty Wigginton will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop. Nick Johnson will try again, 2 for 4 in the ball game. Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And that thing just nosedives at the end.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. And a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Alex Rodriguez will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
The batter, Alex Rodriguez.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Might have just been looking at one there because that's the pitch you can normally handle.
And this one's nowhere close as the catcher can't even get a glove on it. It's ball 1. Swing and a hard grounder down the line at third. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line hard. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And 2-2.
Sometimes guys go down and get the soft stuff. Not there.
1 out, nobody on. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2.
Foul ball.
Here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Bullet to first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Cameron McColio will be the new pitcher.
The batter, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And the pitch. Now a slider swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Jones is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 7-7. Miguel Tejada is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the ninth.
Now batter, Miguel Tejada.
And this one runs up high, ball one.
Might have wanted to go up and get that one, but wisely laid off.
Here's the 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Here's the ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. Matt Wieters will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
The batter, Matt Wieters.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Good zip to that one. Gets that one in on him before he can get his hands through.
Here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. Fouled back.
Foul ball.
Ground ball towards the hole. Jeter's got it. Throw is low, but good hands over there by Teixeira at first as he digs it out.
This is hard when your momentum is taking you one way and you got to throw another, but he was right on the money.
Luke Scott will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
The batter, Luke Scott.
Hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I know he would have liked to gotten out of this one, but now with a man on first in a tie game, we'll see how they approach things here.
Time is called now as we're going to get a pinch runner here.
And when you're dealing with a possible winning run, every last bit of speed does help.
Now batting, Garrett Atkins.
Garrett Atkins is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Got to bend the knees and go down and get that one.
Line hard into left. And Wynn won't get there. Score it as a single.
15 hits for him now after that last one, as they've really come out and swung the bats well.
Nolan Reimold will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Now batting, Nolan Reimold.
And here's the first pitch. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria.
Well, no better feeling for a hitter than to hit one right here. He gets a pitch he can do something with, and he hits a walk-off job, and you can see his teammates are fired up about that one.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Well, Matt, without question, he had the key at bat in this one. He got a pitch he could handle there and turned it around for a walk-off homer. That's a great win for his ball club.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and all of us here at the show, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. Once again, our final score. The Orioles win this one 10-7. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, log on to MLB10theshow.com. This one's in the books, as we say. So long, everybody.